poll, I asked the question, have you ever fell into a depression over a man? Oh, hey, Jamar. 56%. Now it's gone down to 50. It's half and half. It was half and half. The poll keeps changing. Now it's at 58%. Okay, 58% said yes, you have fell into a depression over a man, and 42% of you said no, that you haven't. So it's almost half and half. Almost half and half. Okay, the final results is 57% you have had depression over a man, and 42% of you have not had depression over a man before. Takes a lot of courage to admit it, though. You know, you have a lot of women who will pretend, I never have been sprung over a man. I'm strong and all that other stuff. No, 57% admitted that you have been depressed before over a man. Probably crying and everything like that. When you're in love, you got it bad and all that other stuff. Okay, so let's jump right on in, baby. Yesterday, I talked about Muni Long. Now, I always was calling her Muni Long. I guess it's just how it's spelled. So, and I'm not the only one. A lot of people call her Muni Long, but it's not Muni Long. It's Money Long. Okay, so sorry about that. Muni Long, okay? She is stirring up some opinions because she said that Black women are the only ones who seem to have a problem with her. Black women have a problem with her personality. Now, we know plenty of Black women don't have a problem with her. I did say that she does come off as very depressive and kind of sad in photos and stuff, but I never thought nasty attitude. But apparently there are Black women, I guess, on her page, in her chats, maybe saying things. And you have to remember, there are trolls online that you don't know if they're Black women or not that say stuff. But apparently, I mean, it just bothered her and she made a statement about it. Okay, so, you know, some Black women are upset because they're like, look, you can't lump all Black women together. And, you know, we are your fan base. We are the ones who made you famous. We're your biggest supporters, because we know R&B has not been the same in a long time. And I always said I felt like Money Long brung R&B back hardcore. She's an amazing songwriter. Her songs, hours and hours. Nobody loves me quite like you do. I love that song. So I can't wait to see more of the songs that she makes. But if she's not careful with what she's saying, she could really hurt her career with what we're seeing right now. Okay, so let's take it back. Let me go back and show you what she said from yesterday, saying that Black women are the ones who always seem to have a problem with my personality. I guess they're saying that they think she has like a stank attitude or something. So let's see.
It's only ever Black women that say they don't like my personality. You notice that? Because I'm being myself. I'm acting just like your raggedy mama and your aunties. With them ashy cankles. This is how they act. But there's something wrong with my personality.
You don't like me, you don't like yourself.
Exactly. Take a look in the mirror, ho. You don't like you.
Little who are you?
They be like, ooh, she's so... What you want me to do? What it is you're a bully and you're used to people laying down, letting them do whatever. I'm not that. It's never going to be that.
I'm
never.
Not her and this ain't that.
Like, oh, she stinks. She got to... Who are you? Why do I have to be nice to you? What did you do?
It's called being confident in who you are. And
exactly. No, I see the comments, Kelly. But it's just amazing to me. I'm not even doing anything. I'm sitting here enjoying brunch with my friends. But I got attitude. My attitude is nasty.
I think your attitude comes with the success. If you were not Money Long, I don't think we'll have a problem with that.
Man, because I'm cute.
And then when you're famous, you don't have the luxury of speaking up for yourself. Now that's crazy.
Okay, girl, you realize you lame. You still sitting here talking. Leave. I don't even got the energy to delete you off the chat.
Okay, so she said that you don't like me, but I act just like your mother and your aunties and all that stuff. And I said, not all black women act like the stereotype or have the same personality. Okay, so now some black women on TikTok have made videos upset at Money Long. Excuse me, I'm about to call Muni again. Upset at Money Long, going off on her, saying, "How dare you talk about black women, saying stuff about black women not liking you and all this other stuff, and you some talking junk." So look at her response to this TikToker and to other black women. Look at this now. Hold on.
Only black women at every stop. Take that card back if you'd like to see who really supports you out here. I mean, Mooney Long was on her live today. I guess she was getting some trolls in her comments. And instead of her just dealing with them trolls as a black woman, she wanted to let it be known that it's only black women that don't like her. I think it was only black women that supported your ass too. Didn't nobody like Hours and Hours and all these songs till we liked it. You know what I'm saying? No one liked your music till we liked it. And now because you think you got other people of diverse communities liking your music, you don't really want to recognize who made your shit hot? You bumped your head, little girl. Instead of you talking about black women, you need to be talking about the people that troll you. Because black women also supported you. But we don't have to, though. We don't have to. Mooney Long, not too much.
First of all, it's Money, not Mooney. Nice to meet you. And the first question that I have for you, Miss Shari, is you said you better watch what you say, or what? I'm glad you agree that disrespect will not be tolerated. Because I can resonate with you there. It won't. You say, and I quote, instead of her just dealing with the trolls as a black woman, the rest of the sentence doesn't even matter. Instead of her just dealing with the trolls as a black woman, is that our assignment? To be strong black women? To just deal? I'm not doing that. Soft girl era. I'm not dealing with nothing I don't want to deal with, sweetie. Honey boo boo, boogie, pookie. No, ma'am. And you don't have to either. Stop letting these people treat y'all like anything. Stop letting them knock y'all upside your head. But baby, I love you. You're holding niggas down. That's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. Break the generational curse. Black woman, it is okay for you to speak your mind, for you to take up space, for you to assert yourself, for you to be kind instead of nice, for you not to keep taking the shirt off your back and giving it to the next man. You ain't mammy. We don't have to raise the world. We don't have to let nobody else suckle our tit to nourish the future offspring while our children have nothing and have to fight for every scrap. We don't have to do that. I know a woman whose grandmother had to bite the toenails off from her employer's toes while they ate dinner. Black woman. Disgusting behavior. I'm not addressing no more comments about this. I just was scrolling and came across my FYP here on TikTok. And I said, I don't like the way that started. Hold on, let me just, how you, because what you're not going to do is that right there. God got me. Okay, I'm blessed and highly favored. God is the author and the finisher of my faith. You don't run nothing over here. And lastly, my largest demographic is Brazil and the Philippines, if I'm not mistaken. And it's been that since the beginning. So.
On us, baby girl, not too much. You better watch what you say.
You know what? Okay. Okay, some of you are like, who is Money Long? I'm shocked some of you do not know who Money Long is. She's the biggest R&B singer of today. I mean, she had her two hits out, her Hours and Hours, and Nobody Loves Me Quite Like You Can. One look in my eye, you know I'm lying, lying. Come on now. Okay? So it's interesting to me because the woman that's on the TikTok, I don't really care for her either because she had made a video talking about you're not going to have my son paying for your girlfriend's dates and stuff. I'm like, girl, I wouldn't even want your son, a black woman raising her son not to court a woman and stuff so she can go on somewhere. I remember her. So, and Money Long says that her demographic are Brazilians and Filipino people. Let's keep it real. Look, black people were the ones who made her get famous on TikTok. Reposting the song, using her song for everything, Hours and Hours, and Nobody Loves Me Quite Like You Can. It was black people, and she was already climbing the charts, but TikTok helped her, and it came from black people. So black women ain't trying to hear this. They're like, hold on, what you mean your demographic? Oh, you saying the Brazilians and the Filipinos and that your community didn't put you on. So of course black women ain't trying to hear her say this. Here's the thing. Some of you are like, what's she talking about in this video? She said, okay, I took my little notes. She said that, oh, you expect me to just deal with disrespect as a black woman. She says that it's soft life era. She ain't putting up with it. She said that black women, y'all put up with getting beat up. You know, the whole DDG and Holly Bailey and Sky Jackson. She said no more of that. She says she's going to assert herself, that God has her. And what she's basically saying is she doesn't want to take abuse. She could say that. The thing is, though, is that she implied when she said black women are the ones always talking junk to me. And you do see the black community. The black community, I had said this in another video, they will make or destroy your whole career. Oh, yes. You will become famous and then they will destroy you. This is facts. And I'm not just talking about black women. I mean, look at Lori Harvey, how black men try to destroy her and a few black women. Who's that guy cooking with Miss Netta? He got famous from the black community. Then he got talked sideways out his mouth. And then they came for his influencer career. We have seen these type of things. You have to be careful with the things you say. But it's just within business. Black people are some of her biggest fans. And other people, and her kind of lumping all black women together because some trolls or maybe some black women don't like her attitude, and then say black women. And you know, some black women are like, first of all, we don't all have a problem with you. Like, don't make it seem like all black women are against you. Even though you have some who are hating against you, you know, a lot of us support you. So, I mean, she didn't really address it that well to me. And then on top of that, she's basically saying, look, y'all didn't make me. My biggest fan base is Brazil and the Filipinos. Girl, when she said that, I said, this ain't gonna go well for her. They are already saying her career is about to be over. And I said, no, it can't. She is one of the greatest R&B singers of our time and songwriters. This is a disaster. They said that black people, we better Chrisette Michelle her. I said, oh my God. Okay, so I have to address something because it irritates the hell out of me. So many black people believe that Brazilians, because they're like, well, so what if she said Brazil? Brazilians are black. Brazil, majority of Brazilians are very mixed and majority identify as mixed. I don't know why black people in America keep trying to push this black label on Brazil and saying it's the largest place with the most black people. They are not straight up Africans. They are mixed. And while we're mixed in America, a lot of Brazilians are even more mixed with the Portuguese and stuff. They don't identify as black, most of them. So why do black people keep trying to say that they are black, even if they look like you? You don't identify. Most black people in America don't like to say, they might claim being mixed, but they don't identify with it like other people. Okay, you go to Brazil, they got all these different labels, how they identify. It says in Brazil, the largest racial group is multiracial. They identify as pardo, mixed, brown, mixed, making up 45.3% of the population. 43.5 identify as white, even if they actually don't even look white. They're just mixed, but it depends on, they said, how you look. And then, I saw others. I don't know, maybe this is an older thing right here. There are those who identify as black, but they are the minority. The majority identify as mixed race. So it's always interesting to me. Oh, but they're black too. First of all, when black women at large talk about black people who are celebrities, they're not talking about people who are from other countries. They're talking about their people who they descend from in America. Okay? Like, let's stop acting like we're all like joined together globally and we all see each other as just the same. We all speak the same language. We have the same culture. We all share the same genetic makeup. No, we don't. Having African descent still don't mean y'all all exactly the damn same. And Brazilians took the crown of that samba queen because they said she was too damn dark. Look it up. It's right here on YouTube. A very, very dark-skinned woman. So they have that crap up over there. What they did to that woman. I'm just saying. I see this a lot with especially the pro-black people. We going to Brazil. They're the largest demographic outside of Africa. Actually, most of them don't say that they are black. They identify as mixed, which bothers a lot of pro-black people. But they trying to force this damn black label up over onto the Brazilians. Just like the Dominicans and stuff. Let's keep it all the way real. Okay, those are not no damn straight up Africans up over there. No, the hell they are not. Okay. And then, I just had to put this because they were like, oh, well, when she said Brazilians are her demographic, but aren't those still black women? Girl, stop it. You know damn well what she mean. She don't see them as the people she descend from, her group. Come on. I can't stand it. So I just acting delusional and lying to yourself. Child, okay, so let's see what the fans are saying. Okay, let's see what the black women in America are saying to Muni Long. She said the other demographics can have her ass then, girl. And she's going to learn and gaslighting people who supported her since YouTube is so effed up. It's time to unfollow. Hold on. Okay. I believe she meant deal with the ones trolling you instead of grouping us as a whole like so many other people do. I love your music and support it, but being grouped in as a whole isn't cool. Big facts when they understand the fans make them or break them. This is a woman who changed her whole face to the point where she isn't even recognizable. No one hates her more than she does herself. It's why she can't fathom anyone saying they don't like her attitude, because it magnifies how she feels and affirms maybe someone else feels the same way. Why is she so defensive? But it's okay, Princella Renee. We can simply let you find out. Damn. I'm sorry, but after reading these comments, you were actually proving her point. Some of y'all have the nastiest attitude, don't take accountability for it, and you lack self-awareness. You guys are basically threatening not to support her because she spoke about her experience. That's her experience. Is she not supposed to talk about it because it was with black women? She's gonna regret this. Black women, y'all know what to do. But she ain't never been in my rotation anyway. So isn't Brazil filled with a lot of black women, or I'm confused? There she go again, like acting like y'all the same damn people. That's a whole different video. Lord have mercy. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, from everything I've ever seen, majority of people actually like her. This was very weird and very nasty of her. At this point, she just sounds like, I don't date black women, like a ninja. Like that other lady said, black women are the ones who put you on, and that's why anybody who knows you to begin with. All the black women on here who was hating was doing the same hating on her before she said this, which makes sense now to how she feels. Okay, so, hold on.
Join us, baby.
Okay, so what do you think? What do you think? Do you think her career is over? Leave a heart if you think she was wrong and her career is over. And some people said y'all approving it. A black woman can't express how she feels about how black women are treating her, and now y'all are ready to cancel her and destroy her entire career. Damn, Hattie says she's done. I think she should have said some black women. If she would have just said some black women and not implied that it's all black women, then it might have gone down a little bit differently. It might have gone down a little bit differently. Tracy says she pulled a Nene and got a whole new face, and possibly her recent divorce got her in her feelings. She can easily get canceled. See Miles, if she makes a banger, I will support. Arika Ashley says, I think she should show some humility and explain what she meant. She's being very arrogant about the whole situation, so it's not getting any better. Damn. Girl, Hattie says they are roasting her on TikTok. Exhausted says she shouldn't have mentioned black women at all. She should just say her haters, which could be anyone who hates her. So, Melanated Girlie says black women are allowed to be arrogant about their feelings. Leo Goddess says she comes off as nasty and entitled. Well, we shall see how this goes. This might not be the end. Maybe she's going to post something again. Oh my God. I have to go on TikTok and see more of what they're saying. Maybe I might even do a video on it. I'm not sure. Okay, so let's go to the next topic. The next topic is about sinners. Leave a heart if you've seen this film. This was all over TikTok, and yes, I did watch it, and I thought it was okay. I felt it was a little bit overhyped, to be honest. I didn't feel like the storyline. It was just all right. The acting could be a little bit better to me. It was okay. There was that scene I like where they showed like the history of black music. I thought that was very powerful. It was all right to me though. Like on a 1 to 10, I would probably give it. I would give it like a 7 or 8. I would say in comparison to the films out today, because most films today are absolutely boring and horrible, most of them, it did better than a lot of films you see today. So, okay, let's see. Okay, I see One Heart. It was all right. I did think of Dusk Till Dawn when I first saw it, and then other people who were kind of hating on the film brung up Dusk Till Dawn. That's just because of the whole vampire part and the whole club, and Dusk Till Dawn had the club. It wasn't completely the same though. Like if they were to do a part 2, I would watch it. It wasn't horrific, the film, you know? So, okay. Okay. So there were a number of black people. Look, Ryan Coogler is an inspiration. Whether you even like all his films, I think the fact that how often do you see black writers and producers, directors really making it big, making money like him? And I just think that's inspirational if you want to make films and stuff like that. It's not a lot. And like I said, it wasn't horrific. You know, he has other films that people like. And there are black people saying that they were not going to watch this film at all because it's demonic. I'm like, how is a film going to affect you? You have watched scary films before, I am sure. So what is it going to do watching some vampires on screen? You're not going to have a demon jump up in your body. You're not going to a lake of fire. Like, I just feel like there are people who have no strong minds at all. Like, oh, if I watch this, something's going to happen. Do you see the world that you live in? You see horrible things every day, and you're still living. Someone is being taken off the planet as I speak. Every day you see a horrific news story. You live in an evil planet. Okay? You have good on the planet. You have evil on the planet. How is I just believe that a lot of black people saying they wasn't going to watch this film. They probably watched Freddy Krueger when they were younger. They probably saw Chucky. They probably watched Candy. You know what? I won't say it. They've probably watched Stephen King films. I guarantee. I mean, and then you know what? I'm going to take it there. Don't talk to me about sinners and demonic stuff because it's a film. Like, baby, there's a 70% out of wedlock birth rate in the black community. And most say they are Christian. You had sex before you even got married and had children. And support hip hop music, which is demonic, if you want to use that word, as hell. Like, you gonna stop me with this bull's crap. Okay? I just feel like pretending like watching a movie because it has vampires in it. Like, oh my God. Some people are more religious than other people. I'm not into some of the stuff. I'm not. I don't believe in demonic possession. I don't believe in any of that crap. I don't believe in voodoo. I don't even believe in it. The decisions I have made in my life didn't come from Satan or a demon if it turned out to be a bad decision. I made the decision because I used my brain and made my own choice. And if it didn't work out, it's not because a devil did something with that. So people just please. So let's see what Umar Johnson is saying.
Christians need to see the movie. And for you Christians who are attacking this movie, calling it demonic, I want you to know that this is why a lot of black people don't mess with religion. Here's a brother, Ryan Coogler, putting out a black movie, black people, black cast, and you criticizing it because it doesn't line up with your personal religious beliefs. Do your children pledge allegiance to the flag? Because if your children pledge allegiance to the flag of America, that's demonic. Have you done anything about that? Do you still have white Jesus in your church and white Jesus in your home and white Jesus in your Bible? That's demonic because Jesus wasn't Caucasian. So stop being a hypocrite where you want to criticize Ryan Coogler's movie, but you'll tell your children to pledge allegiance to the flag of a racist country, and you don't mind going to church with images of a white Jesus who never existed. Stop with the selective morality. It almost reminds me of Shannon Sharp art, where you got some sisters who say, I'm canceling Shannon Sharp. But you didn't cancel Roman Catholic Church. You didn't cancel Elvis Presley. You didn't cancel certain black men of importance in our history who slept with children who were underage. You didn't cancel them, but you want to cancel Shannon Sharp. You ain't cancel the killers of Breonna Taylor and Trayvon Martin and Michael Brown, but you want to cancel Shannon Sharp. Same thing with the Christian church. You want to pick on Ryan Coogler, but you want to pick on the enemies of African people. What are you doing for African people? That's the question. Stop worrying about this movie. Stop criticizing this movie. Go make your own movie then. And this is the problem with black religion. Most black religionists are narcissists. Religious narcissism, art, is a big problem in our community because we believe everybody got to believe what we believe. And if you don't believe what I believe, you working with the devil.
He didn't tell not one lie. You have more atheists that do things for humanity and actually care than people who claim to be religious. I don't claim a religion, and there will be black people who will say, the devil got me, I'm going to hell. First of all, the devil doesn't exist to me. So you can miss me with that. And I care about humanity. I care about finding these missing people, these missing children. I care about sex trafficking. I care about the rape of women, children, and men that nobody is actually trying to change the laws about. I care about homeless people. I care about sick people. So because I don't follow your religious beliefs that you just blindly follow, you would write me off. Oh, Satan has her. Baby, I don't drink blood. I'm not into what Satanists are into. I don't believe in none of that crap. So miss me with the bull crap. And hold on. Okay, so he said that, he's just saying that black people being hypocritical. You won't watch the film because you're saying it's demonic. Okay, and he said that, you're praying to a white Jesus. Okay, gee, Lord, It really doesn't matter if Jesus was white or not if you believe in Jesus. What does it matter? There are plenty of people throughout the world who are not racist and some who are. If Jesus is white to you, who gives a damn, really? They're not praying to Jesus because of race. They're praying to Jesus because he's the deity or whatever, or they want their prayers answered and all that stuff. I don't think they're even thinking about his race, But no, the character Jesus in the book is not white. He mentioned the Catholic Church. I do agree. The Catholic Church, those priests are known to rape children. And I haven't met many black people who said that they're Catholic. You find a lot of black people who say they're Christian or Baptist. Being a Catholic is still under Christianity. I just don't meet any black people who are Catholic. I'm sure they exist. Elvis met Priscilla at 14. Priscilla said that they didn't consummate their marriage until she was about 20 or 21 years old when they actually tied the knot. Okay, he mentioned that black people do not cancel black pedos within the black community. Well, R. Kelly did get canceled, but I agree. A lot of black men are protected a lot. It's kind of weird seeing him say this because I feel he always protects black men. He says the snow bunnies are after them. The man was caught on camera, Shannon Sharp, saying that he would choke the hell out of her. Okay. He mentioned black people didn't cancel the people who took the lives of Trayvon Martin and Breonna. That's not true at all. Black people are always rioting. That guy, those 3 black men police officers just got off and were not convicted for beating the life out of a black man. Black people are quiet as crickets about it. So, let's see. So, Sonia says a lot of black Catholics are in Louisiana. So Sinners, I saw it. There was nothing about the film that did anything to me on a spiritual level. It was a film. It's a fictional story. So I would just wonder when black people say, I'm not going to watch it because it's demonic. Watching a film about vampires is going to do something to your soul, a fictional story. Like, what is that going to do with you? Most black films are based off of crime, struggle, some type of drama. I just think, black people are hypocritical with this. Hip hop is the most successful music in the world, and it is the most, if you want to say demonic, then yes. They talk about, the men talk about taking the lives, usually of other black men, having sex without marriage, and effing women, calling them hoes, all types of disgusting stuff. But I'm sure a lot of Christians who claim they won't watch this film, most of them probably listen to degenerate hip hop, black films that have a lot of things that's sinful in those films. I don't know. I just find it crazy when I hear black people acting like films have this power over them. Like, oh God, I'm going to get possessed. Oh my God, Satan's going to show up because I watched this film. Knowing damn well that never happens. No, a lot of stuff. No, black people, you have them acting like y'all not human or something. Every time you make a decision, oh, it was the devil. It wasn't the devil. You chose to make a decision. You chose to drink something. You chose to get high. You chose to have sex because you were attracted to that person. There was no devil in the room telling you to do shit. Stop it. Okay? I just can't stand it. You're not seeing invisible people or beings majority of the time. Okay? But you can believe whatever you want to. So, okay. I'm not saying that name exhausted. I was traumatized from that film, Candy, you know what? And I will not say that name all the way. I don't care if it was fictional. That scared the crap out of me when I was little, and I just can't say it. I don't say that, and I don't say bloody. You know what? I am not saying the whole word. Even if I know it's some bullshit and it's fictional, I still was traumatized, scared. So I just can't do it. Oh my God. Okay, so let's go to the next story. When I saw this, I'm like, this shows you the power of loving a man so much you don't love yourself. I remember when I heard about this woman falling to her death, jumped out the plane, fell down 10,000 feet. Can you imagine how frightening and painful it was when she hit the ground from 10,000 feet up in the air? She jumped out the plane and she decided to do this, and people thought it was an accident. It wasn't an accident. She did this after her boyfriend. She split up with her boyfriend. It was so painful to her losing her man that she decided to take her life in one of the most horrific ways possible. Like, sure, when you're up in the air, you're floating, you feel the wind blowing. But once you start approaching that damn ground, craps get real. Hopefully it was instant and not painful. My God. Okay, so, but I won't completely judge her. 52 or 57% of you in the chat admitted that you have been depressed before over a man. It's happened. You crying, feeling like there's no future. Your heart is just broken. And who knows how long she was with them. Maybe she thought that they were going to get married. Maybe she thought that she was going to have children with the man. And it just killed her in the inside when he left her. If he was the one who dumped her, more than likely. It says that Jade Damarel, she was 32. She took her own life by deliberately jumping from the 10,000 feet without deploying her parachute. Damn. It says that this happened one day after she ended her relationship with her boyfriend, who was 26 years old. It says that there was no mechanical issue with her equipment. Okay. Sky High Diving, the club where she jumped before she used to skydive, said that this was a deliberate act and that her parachute did not open, causing her to pass away instantly on impact. Thank God, because I wouldn't want her to feel pain, that kind of pain. Okay. There was also letters at the scene that indicated that she wanted to end her life. Damn. She had been in a relationship with him. He was also a skydiver and a musician for about 8 months. They were only together for 8 months. They described them as inseparable and living together near the skydiving site since Christmas. The breakup occurred the night before she passed away. She was an accomplished skydiver. She completed over 400 jumps. She studied marketing at a university and was previously married. Her family remembered her as a brilliant and courageous woman who found freedom skydiving. Okay, so she was only dating him for 8 months. He's a little bit younger, not a big age difference, and she broke up with him. So maybe she was already married before, got divorced. Maybe she was of course she was in a state of depression. So she broke it off with him, and maybe she knew she wanted to do this. She didn't want to be on the earth no more. And there's not much details as to what was going on in her life that made her decide this was it, and that she wanted to fall 10,000 feet to her death. This reminds me of the beauty queen who jumped off that building in New York. Jumping to your death is horrific. It's horrific the closer you get down to the ground. You already know it's going to be over. Every bone is going to break. And they said it was instant. I don't know. I thought maybe her boyfriend had broke up with her and that caused her to go into a state of depression. But she broke up with him. So I'm going to assume that this was pre-planned. I guess maybe she wanted to say her final goodbye or something to him, end it. And I don't know. No one knows the full story of what caused everything leading up to that. So rest in peace to her. But there are a lot of women who have taken their lives over a man before. So when you fall into a depression, and I have several times in my life, so I notice that sometimes listening to music can make you feel a little bit better. Waking up early in the morning and seeing the sunrise, and that can make you feel a little bit better. And just not thinking about it as much, certain stuff. It's just something you have to just accept. Some stuff you just can't fix. You just can't fix it. And you just have to try to go on. But sometimes it's just too hard for people. Sometimes they just had enough and they just don't want to deal with this planet anymore. You know? So let's go to the next story.
What else is non-negotiable for you?
I'm less and less interested in religious men, if I'm being honest with you. I told Paul this the other day. I don't know. You hit me with the man of God thing. But
you say God a lot on your podcast.
God?
Yeah, you be like, God, oh my God.
Oh my God. No.
Oh my God is different.
Oh my God is different than being a man of God. If you're leading, I don't know. I've just had some, I've had some negative experiences with people that lead with their religion.
Are you religious?
Not really. No.
So
I would say I'm a person of faith, but I'm not.
Okay.
I was raised in a Baptist church, very, very religious family. I don't think that just because you're a Christian that you are, not living a good life. I'm just saying, if that's the first thing that you bring to the table, it's a red flag for me because
you feel
I
like
don't
they're hiding behind their religion.
I don't care. Why? What does this matter to me?
Something happened with that before. That's what that happened.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have a trigger behind that.
I do.
Sure. Yeah,
I do.
Yeah.
I absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm acknowledging. I'm triggered by this, and it's become a red flag for me.
Wow.
I'm not saying that if you believe in God that you are a red flag. I also don't give a so just tell somebody else about it. I think for some men they think that that's what women are looking for, looking for a good Christian man.
Yeah,
and some people are.
Okay, so give me 1 second. Hold on. Me. Make sure. Okay. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? There's a little bit of an issue. Oh, y'all can hear me. Okay, it's not showing up on my screen. Okay. Now, okay, there was a little bit of an issue. Can you hear me now? I turned up the volume. Let me know, let me know, let me know if you can hear me. Okay. So she said that Joy Taylor says that when a man says he's a man of God, okay, that can be a red flag. You know what it is that it's sort of like when you meet men who will say, I'm a good man. I cannot stand it because a lot of men believe you are a good man. That's like people who say I'm a good person. Yeah, I mean, I know I'm a good person, but you have people who will say things. It's like, no, you in your mind, you think you're a good man because you don't think there's anything wrong with you. Even though you have had failed relationships and women have not liked you. But in your mind, you believe I'm a good man. I'm a good man because, oh, I'll hold your hand. I'm romantic. Like, what makes you a good man? Seriously. A good portion of men, they cheat. They don't want to provide for you. They might have a stank attitude. So, what makes you a good man? Oh, I haven't been to jail. Okay. I don't have a bunch of kids everywhere. Okay, but your personality still might be stank. So that doesn't make you a good man. Okay? And or you suck in bed. So, you know, you have men who will say I'm a man of God, but yet most of them have SCX outside of marriage. Most men are not Christian who claim to be. No, they are not. Just like most women are not. They just don't want to be honest about it, you know? And you have a lot of them, they watch porn, they have SEX with women, they've cheated, they might have an attitude problem. I mean, you can say, look, I'm a decent man. You know, I'm not perfect, but I'm pretty decent. Okay, I could take hearing that. But yeah, when you meet some men who say they are men of God, I knew a guy who went to church and he was not a good man. I even asked him, why do you even go to church? Like, I don't even understand why you're there. You don't even practice or act like what they say you should. And he couldn't even give me an answer to it. Like, he even admitted to me that he knew he was not a church man, but yet he kept going every damn week to give this image to the public that he was this upstanding church-going man, when actually I know you and you are not a man of God. Okay? So that happens a lot. And they use that against women to try to reel them in. I'm a man of God. And then when they get to know the man, you find out actually you're not. Because they know that black women want that very badly. That black women are the main ones who go to the church and they're like dream man, black man is like this church going man dressed in his suits and he's faithful. He got a big old good one. You know what I'm talking about? He doesn't cheat. He has manners. He has a good job. He prays with her. They're like dreaming for that. You have a sprinkle, but most black men are not Christian men. The vast majority are not. They're not. And they don't have to be, in my opinion. Just don't lie and say that you are. And you can still have good character and morals and stuff without claiming to be a certain religion. But I'm just saying most of them are not. So she said that is a red flag for her. All right, let's go to the next story. Oh, okay. Cassie she's given birth. She is in the New York hospital in the labor and delivery unit. They said this probably would happen. The trial probably got her stressed out and put her into early delivery or something. So, yeah, Cassie fans, she's having the third baby. I actually saw people say, why does her husband keep knocking her up? It's a setup. It's a trap. He's trying to use her. I'm like, that's her husband. They have sex and pregnancy usually will happen. And yeah, she does have the 10 million from that lawsuit, from the video of her getting beat, and the 20 million she got from P. Diddy from all his abuse. I don't know much about her husband other than he owns like some sort of, well, he was her trainer. He has some sort of personal fitness training company. I don't know if he has a bunch of trainers working for him that work with celebrities. I'm not sure. I think they live in California. California is not cheap to live in. Hopefully he's doing something, because I would honestly hate for her to have to be the main breadwinner and he just, but I mean, I'm sure he doesn't have 30 million. I don't know. Maybe his fitness company might become more successful. Maybe it already is a little bit. I'm not sure. But I mean, that's his wife. So it's nothing abnormal about her having children for her husband. Cassie is in her 30s. So she wants to have her kids. She doesn't want her kids too far apart, so they grow up together. So, okay. So Cassie's about to give birth. Speaking of childbirth.
Yeah. I'm gonna need all my shit too whenever you drop my son off with my mom.
Okay.
Yeah, don't think none of this shit sweet. I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass.
So we done?
Yeah. And your child support, all that shit. You wanna put me on child support, all that. And while you recording me, I want this video recording to get me clear as day. And I'm in my right mind. I will kill you and our son, anybody, since you put me on child support. Don't come near me.
Okay.
And y'all will have y'all money and shit.
Okay.
Bye. You don't give a fuck. All you do is fuck other men.
Bro, can I go fool?
Yes. Go have fun with your other men.
He's such a bum. I hate this for him. You're like,
this shit sweet. I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass.
So we done?
Yeah. And your child support, all that shit. You want to put me on child support, all that. And while you recording me, I want this video recording to get me clear as day. And I'm in my right mind. I will kill you and our son.
You know, I hope that she's taking this seriously, because black men are the number one men in America taking the lives of black women for putting them on child support. And it's crazy to me. She said, oh, he's such a bum. Like I said yesterday, a lot of you knew that these black men you were having sex with and who you allowed in your house and in your home and to live with you, you knew that they were bums before all of this. Like, we give black women grace, but the time is coming where people are getting tired. Like, you knew he was no good and was a bum before you let him impregnate you. He said on camera, I am in my full-on right mind when I tell you this. I am going to take your life and my son's life if you put me on child support. Now, if she watches the news, I hope she's taking it seriously, because black men will take your life. They do this more than anybody else. He made the baby with you, and he just said, he don't want to give you no child support. This is why I don't even get why black men like to make so many kids with different women. They know with child support, when they get their paycheck, they're not going to have nothing. Why would we talk about the women? I kind of want to know, why do black men promote making babies all over the place and then have a fit and act all in shock when they get their paychecks and there's nothing there? That child support takes everything. These men cannot even have a life. They've ruined their life making babies everywhere. And the women ruin their life and their children's lives with these no good men who are not there to raise their kids, and everything is destroyed over and over. So if he wants, I mean, he never wanted that baby at the first place. He don't even love the baby. He doesn't even love his own child. He said, I'm going to take the life of the baby and you. If I were her, would you put him on child support? Because I take these type of threats very seriously. I'm happy that she has it on camera, but we all know that having this stuff recorded hasn't saved black women. The black man will still take you out off this earth. And they have done it in record numbers towards black women. They think that child support is like the devil. Like, you see this all the time on social media, complaining about black women putting them on child support. But they don't give money to help the child. So she goes to the government, like, you help make this baby. I need help. I can't afford to take care of this baby on my own. I shouldn't be the only one fully taking care of the baby. You are the father. They don't want that type of responsibility. And I had said in an older video, most black men do not love their baby mamas. They were just fucking you. Get that through your head. That's why they don't marry you. They don't ask for marriage. You're just a woman he's involved with. Y'all go on a few dates here and there. He comes over your house. You calling him baby. He might say, you're my boo. And next thing you know, you get pregnant accidentally, because majority of black women's pregnancies are never planned. And then y'all say, my baby's not a mistake. You didn't plan for the baby. It wasn't planned. You was just effing. And you weren't on birth control, or you were in some cases, or the condom broke or whatever. And now you're pregnant by some dude. You don't even know nothing about him. You don't know nothing much about this dude on a deep level like that. He don't even know you like that. He just effing you. Or you boyfriend and girlfriend for a little bit. Next thing you know, you accidentally pregnant. And it never goes the way it's supposed to go, because y'all not even in love with each other. Y'all ain't got no great love story. He didn't want to marry you. He wasn't even into you like that. He barely even knows you. And in many cases, like that. And then y'all get all shocked. He doesn't want to act like a father because he didn't want a baby with you the whole time. He was just fucking you. Just some woman he's seeing. Even if he liked you a little bit, the baby coming, that ain't gonna make him fall in love. And then y'all wonder why things look the way that it does. Most of the pregnancies are unplanned, and most of the relationships are not true love relationships. And that's why most black women don't get wiped up, because he didn't love you like that. He didn't know you like that. He ain't want to know your ass like that in many cases. Or he just will not commit. That's why when you find out and you ask a black man that you're dealing with about marriage, and he says, it's just a piece of paper. I don't want the government in my business. I'm just living life. You know, I'm not really, I don't know if it's going to go to that. I'm just having some fun. You know, I'm young. I'm just living life. I'm about having my fun and my freedom. Listen to that. AKA, no, I don't want to get married. And if you decide to start effing him and you end up pregnant, stop acting shocked when he doesn't want to get married and he told you this at the beginning of the effing relationship. if you listened or asked certain questions. Or the fact you've been dating him for going on a year and not once has he mentioned marriage or it gave you any clue. And most men keep saying, I know I want to get married within 6 months. We know. Or he has multiple baby mamas already and children with other women. That should be a clue to you that you're probably not going to end up married to him. A good portion of times. He didn't marry none of the other ones. I know I'm rambling. I'm just saying, this guy, just the way that he speaks, I can tell, yes, power of chi, he is a dusty. And if a black man I'm pregnant by tells me he's going to take me off the earth if I put him on child support, I'm going to purchase a GUN. I'm going to get security cameras. And I don't know if I would put him on child support because I know that a good portion of them actually do take black women off the earth when they do this. Melanated Girlie says black women just need to go to the sperm bank since they're so desperate to have babies. At least the sperm bank has good quality sperm and you can pick or customize your child genetically. Yeah, you know what? Some of these men be tripping about child support. Do you know that some women only get $75 to $200 in child support? What the hell is a woman going to do with $75 to $200 in child support? And they will go to the whole public saying this woman is the devil. She destroyed my life. I gave her child support, $200. What is that going to do? What is $200 supposed to do? I'm telling you. So let's go to the next story. Okay. Nikki Gilbert flips the script. She issued a public apology to Tory Lanez over the Megan Thee Stallion case. Nikki has issued an apology to Tory Lanez, who they're trying to get out of prison. They are claiming that Megan Thee Stallion's friend, Kelsey, they're claiming she was the one who shot Megan and not Tory. Now, we know that Nikki Gilbert, she is a part of the legendary R&B group that I love so much, Brownstone. Rest in peace to the member, the last one on the right. I can't remember names right now. She passed away. But hands down, if you love me, say it. If you trust me. Come on now. Brownstones, discovered by Michael Jackson. I heard it through the grapevine that you and me, and I hope that you feel much better. Yes, I do. I love Brownstone. So Nikki Gilbert is now apologizing to Tory. This is crazy.
Then you go through the judicial system and then you lay out your facts So I'm not going to speak on it for a second time prematurely, but I'm going to say this. If there was evidence that was suppressed, if there is any possibility that Tory Lanez did not do this, that man deserves a retrial. He deserves the opportunity to present, because we all kind of felt like something, and this isn't me, because I don't have a personal issue with him or a personal issue with Meg.
Yeah.
I have an issue with any system that will allow somebody to suffer without having them have an opportunity to lay out all the facts. Period. In the Tory Lanez case, I did feel like things went really quickly, and I did hear some whispers about some stuff. So I pray, first of all, I pray that he is healthy. I pray that he heals 100%. And I want to publicly apologize for having an opinion on something based on limited information.
Tory Lanez.
Ooh.
They have new developments in his case right now going on.
I'm glad you said that.
He was recently stabbed 14 times.
Yeah.
And he survived it.
Yes.
What were your thoughts on what was going on?
So let me use this opportunity to say this. Tory, I apologize for, I made a post because I was just so disgusted about what I heard. And I should know better. Because I done heard plenty of shit about me that ain't true. You feel me?
I feel you.
And I might have been harboring
some issues with, like, you know, the fact that a little trauma and the fact that, you know, it's still some business that need to be worked out on that Say It record.
Yeah.
But I owe Tory Lanez an apology, and I'm going to do it here publicly.
Okay.
Because I sort of jumped on the bandwagon of shame on him. Why did he do that? He got found guilty, blah, 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 blah. I was not fully in my case. I was not understanding. You know, I was naive. I believe that you go through this due process.
Okay, well, look, I am not canceling the song. If you love me, you probably might hear it because that's my damn song. But first of all, Nikki, why are you saying sorry? You don't have any evidence. Oh, I shouldn't have did it because there is no evidence. Someone said in the chat that Tory didn't even deny doing that to Megan. My thing is, how can you apologize and say that you're wrong, but yet you have no evidence that he is innocent? What evidence has come to light that he didn't shoot her? Not one damn thing. There ain't nothing yet that has proved that he didn't do it. And if they had evidence that he didn't do it, why wasn't that presented at the trial so that he didn't go to jail? Megan just released a statement the other week saying, I'm tired of people saying that I'm lying. I keep saying, why would Megan lie about it? Make it make sense. She's in the prime of her career. He's an upcoming rising R&B singer, rapper, or whatever. Like, what would be, and she even said that she protected him because he was a black man, and she released a photo of her foot with scrapes or some type of markings on it. So, I mean, yeah, he got stabbed in jail recently over some, I don't know what. And now, Nikki, you're saying, I'm sorry, Tory, I should have believed you. It was evidence. What evidence? There has been nothing to show that that man did not do that to her. And now he's in jail. There's a governor trying to get him pardoned. I'm like, okay, look, I'm all for a fair trial. Present to the public the evidence that her friend was the one who shot her. Let's all see it. If y'all can't show that, then I don't believe it. I don't believe it. So, I just felt, I don't know. I wouldn't have said what she said, because if I haven't seen the evidence, how can I say you're innocent? I have no proof of that. So because she heard they got evidence that he didn't do it, I'm sorry, Tory, I owe you an apology. I'm not apologizing for a damn thing until I know for sure that you're innocent. So,
You're not gonna talk about Dwight on my page. You're not. You're not. That's why y'all notice, like, did y'all notice when we first got together, I was posting and I was so happy, and it was Black love, and I was so happy. And then I was reading the comments. People was like actually adding my husband's name to talk about him. Like adding his name, going out their way to on my page. It's not about what they say about him. It's just the fact that this is somebody's husband. Like, and I don't want to hear it. You have your opinions. I know my husband. I know who I married. Y'all don't know who I married. I don't know who y'all married. And then to go out y'all way to at him. I stopped posting him because I could see if it was like people saying negative things about him. But y'all going out your way and y'all adding my husband. Y'all gonna at him to disrespect him on my page. We're not gonna do it. So I wanted to like really show my life and the changes. And I wanted to show y'all us traveling. And I wanted to show y'all, like, this is my first time being married. I've never been married before. I don't plan on doing this twice. I actually wanted to show y'all a lot of stuff, but people were so negative and so nasty that I was like, maybe I gotta turn to that girl who don't show y'all nothing. You're not gonna talk about Dwight on my page.
Okay, Dwight Howard. Now, he is rumored to sleep with men. He's a sports player and not mentally stable or something like that. So Aswan William, you said, don't let my hate for black men cloud my common sense. I don't hate all black men. I don't like a lot of y'all ways. There are certain types, yes, there are certain types that I do hate. I don't like that word, but I don't F with. I don't want to reproduce with. I think need to be wiped off the damn planet. But they're going to do that themselves anyway. I'm not saying all, but there's a significant amount. But no, I don't feel that way about all. Okay. But with Tory Lanez, what do you mean cloud my common sense? There's no evidence he didn't shoot Megan. None. If there were, it would have been presented. So, I mean, if they have some, let's see them bring it on and show the public then to prove it. Okay? Power of Cheese says that Tory Lanez apologized to Megan for shooting her. So, also, okay, so I posted this video because what's your opinion about having a private relationship? I feel like she says she doesn't want to post things about Dwight because people are always talking crap about her husband. If I were in the spotlight and my husband, I mean, I would still post things with my man. People are going to hate, let them hate. But I do agree that sometimes you don't want everybody to know everything. You know, some things you do have to keep private. You know, like if you break up with a man and everyone knows he's your man, I wouldn't announce it right away because a lot of times people break up and get back together. Or the minute you break up, they start making assumptions about it, or they'll say, you must have did this, you must have did that. She can't keep a man, this and that bull crap. It's just good to be private about your love life, period. Like I've had a number of men over the years come up over this channel and assume shit about me, my love life and all this other stuff. Like, you don't know me. I don't have to talk about if I'm seeing someone right now or anything. You know, or if something didn't work out, they assume stuff like, how do you know I didn't dump the man? I didn't cut him off. Like, what? It's just that you hate me. You hate women. So you assume that I must have been the problem or something. So I don't talk about none of that. Some stuff you just have to be private about, you know. So hold on. Let's see. You know, you experience this on jobs when you're around women and men, especially women. They want to know all about your love life sometimes, or asking things about your man. I mean, you can tell some stuff, but, you know, sometimes it's good not to tell people all of your business sometimes. Like, you can say some stuff that you're comfortable with, but you do have a lot of people who make up lies or rumors, or they're all up in it and stuff, or I don't know. I definitely think that black women who are celebrities should be more private. I might do a video on that. Like, if I was a black woman celebrity, the way that black people pick apart your relationships or try to call you a whore all the time because you go from one man to the other because the relationships don't work, I would keep my relationships private. If I was a black woman celebrity, a lot of black people wouldn't even know the men I'm dating of any race. And unless it's real serious, and then we step out on the red carpet for you to know, or I'm getting married type of thing. So, all right, let's go to the next topic. Oh my God, I want you to see this bull crap.
Where you going? Where you going, nigga? Where you going? Pay for the goddamn food. Pay for the damn food. Pay for the damn food. What would y'all do if a nigga invited you out and they couldn't pay for the food?
Anyone say.
And you not gonna pay?
Aswan, your comment is not showing, but I don't know why you're assuming that, baby, about my kitty cat. You don't know what my kitty cat doing at all. Don't assume, baby, nothing.
Hey, what you mean? What the fuck is going on? He invited me out. You invited me out and you can't pay? What you mean?
crazy, y'all. I think she crazy, y'all.
Oh, your ass cause you broke. And you ain't got no money.
She crazy. She crazy, y'all.
He invited me out and he can't fucking pay.
She crazy, y'all. She crazy.
What the fuck do you mean?
2023, man. She
What do
tripping,
you
y'all.
mean? I'm not paying for nothing. And I'm gonna record your ass and you getting posted. He invited me out and talking about he don't got no fucking money and he can't fucking
She crazy, y'all. She crazy.
Where you going? Where you going, nigga? Where you going? Pay for the goddamn food. Pay for the damn food.
Girl. It says date night gone wrong. A chick goes off on her date because he refused to pay for her meal. Where you going, ninja? I would be outraged too. Baby, if you take me out on a date and you try to pull that with me, this is why, ladies, when you go on a date, always make sure you have money. Make sure you have money if he tries to pull this. You could just say, okay, all right. And you pay your part and leave immediately. Block his number and never speak to him again. Ever. I don't know if I would do all that screaming and hollering, though, in public. Because she is like, where you going, ninja? You gonna pay for this. It is messed up, though, if she didn't bring any money with her and she's stuck with the bill. And what kind of man does this? What kind of man asks a woman out on a date and then doesn't pay for the meal? Only a bum, dusty, trifling man does something like this. This is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I can understand her wanting to curse him out for something like that. It's disrespectful. Especially, she's not dressed. The way she's dressed and stuff, absolutely not for a date. But yeah, if I'm dressing up, I'm dressed up for this date and stuff, and you try me like that, I would be absolutely disgusted. Absolutely disgusted. So yeah, make sure that just in case of things like this, you have money to pay. But damn, he gonna leave her with child. Just make sure you have enough to pay for your meal and to get home, and block the man immediately. It would be hard not to curse his ass out, though, for doing something like that. Humiliating me, basically. And disrespecting me. So, okay. These 4 black women, y'all heard about those inmates in Louisiana that escaped recently? I think there were 11 men in jail who escaped prison. Well, these black women helped them escape. Now their lives are destroyed over holding down and trying to help these black men get out of prison. Now they go into prison. Okay? 4 confirmed black women, along with 3 others whose race hasn't been confirmed, but are widely believed to be black, have been arrested in connection with aiding the escaped inmates after they broke out of a New Orleans facility. I'm like, was they sleeping with them? You know, a lot of the women in jail that work in prisons be having sex with the prisoners. So y'all have completely risked your whole life to break 11 black men out of prison. And now you're going to jail. This is like the black women that smuggle pills, cocaine and stuff for black men drug dealers, and then they get caught and they're in prison for half their life over a man that wasn't even your husband, didn't love you. Look, 4 black women going to jail, working in the jail. whose lives is over. Being a ride or die, servant of the community, a race soldier. God knows what they went to jail for. And they decided to plot and plan on how to free the black man. And they caught mostly all of those men too. And they did their investigation, and this is what they found. Risking it all for felons. Now your life is over. Psst. Girl, please. Girl, incels and red pillars is power of chi. Getting Lucky in Kentucky says the ones that the men never choose. For my man, mammy, says AW. Twisted logic. Meanwhile, they likely got women on the outside. Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine destroying my whole life for men in prison. The one at the bottom looks so sad, though. You can see the sadness in her eyes. Like, damn, I really did this. Now it's over for me. Some of them had to have been sleeping with some of them. Because this just doesn't make any sense to me. This doesn't make any sense. Like, what did they do to convince them to try to plot and plan to get them out? I hate to see this happen. Probably have kids too, says Getting Lucky in Kentucky. Now it's over. I don't know how long they gonna give them, but when they get out, they'll probably be much older. Don't get to go outside and see the sunlight. Don't get to go shopping. Don't get to see their children if they have children. Can't date other men. It's over. Were these men worth it? I highly doubt it. Damn shame. Speaking of jail, Jaheim, the singer, he has been charged with 6 counts of animal cruelty in Atlanta. We know Jaheim was a very popular R&B singer. So what did he do to these poor little animals? Let's see. Jaheim is in trouble in Metro Atlanta earlier this month. The singer was arrested May 1st for several charges in animal cruelty. He was charged with six counts of animal cruelty and was released from jail the next day. It says that he's accused of not providing enough water, sanitary conditions, and ventilation to the dogs. He owns a pit bull terrier, a tweet, a French bulldog, a taka, a hound mixed breed, a tink, a pit bull, and a terrier. Men who own a bunch of pit bulls are a red flag for me. I do not like or care for pit bulls. I love animals. I could kiss a little pit bull, but I don't want to be around them pit bulls. They're always mauling somebody and stuff. And I don't like men who raise their pit bulls to be killers and stuff like that. As soon as I hear about a man having a lot of pit bulls, I'm not even interested. I know exactly what's going on and what's that about. No. And he has all them dogs. He wasn't feeding them, not giving them water. His house probably smells disgusting when you have that many dogs. And dog fighting is cruel. Now, it doesn't say he was a dog fighter, but I remember Michael Vick. Dog fighters are scum. They are cruel. They hate animals. And I don't like it. I would never do that to animals. It's disgusting to me. And those dogs end up dangerous and a danger to society. And they maul children and stuff. Absolutely not. So, but he was able to get out of jail the next day. I hope he takes, and you know what else doesn't make sense to me? Because Jaheim has been struggling. He's been struggling. He's probably struggling financially. I never understand when poor people have all these dogs. Like, you're poor. You don't even have enough money to feed these animals. Why are you doing this? They deserve a good life with a family that can love and take care of them. You have no money coming in. Dog food is not always cheap. I just don't get when poor people have a bunch of dogs. Their house stinks. Their dogs are dangerous, typically, these pit bulls. And I don't like it. So, and I'm not going to talk too bad about the pit bull because they still little babies too. It's not their fault. People try to raise them up to murk people and stuff. But yeah. Okay. Let's go to the next. They're saying that being single costs more money for women. And then there was a man who said, oh, but you women don't want to go 50-50. No. Let me tell you something to the men out there who will say, but you don't want to go 50-50, but you've been paying for yourself. That's because we don't have a choice. Most women don't have a choice if they don't have a man. Just because a woman has been paying her bills before she met you doesn't mean she wants to pay her bills in a relationship. She just did not have a choice. Understand? To the men out there, see, if you could pay your bills and you've been having it hard, then what's wrong with 50-50? I don't want to go 50-50. That's why there are women who will say, I'd rather just pay for my damn self than go 50-50 because I don't want to go 50-50. I am doing this because I have no effing other choice until I get my man, my husband or whatever. Then I want the option to not be able to work. I don't want to have to. Well, why don't they get this? And then there were women who said, I'd rather pay my own money and be single than have to deal with the headache that men have been bringing us, the abuse, all this other stuff. You know, at least I'm in control with my own life and destiny. I don't have to, have a man treat me any kind of way that he wants to, So Sonia says 50-50 means roommate. Like I said, and there were men who got upset with me, 50-50 does not exist for a woman. There is no way you are going 50-50. You cook, you clean, you do his laundry, you have children, and you never get rest at all. You breastfeed, you suck him on his necks and all that other stuff. You let him, y'all have an sex because you love each other, but also 80% of women do not have a big O. So he always has an O and you don't. So he is getting the ultimate pleasure, and most of you do not get a big O. You know what I'm talking about. So he's getting that. He's getting his meals. He's getting his laundry. He has a clean home. He doesn't tend to the children for 24 hours. He doesn't breastfeed. How is that 50-50? And you work and pay half the rent too. He's getting everything done for him, having a big O, and half of his rent paid. I don't even get women who boast about it. That's some weird crap to me. How you boasting about going 50-50 and you the one doing every damn thing? And it makes it worse if he got a stank attitude. Plus he got a stank attitude too. Girl, please, you must be crazy. Having a baby is a 24-hour job. And breastfeeding. Then you have to wake up and go to work and bust your ass, and you just had children too. And come home and clean up and make sure a dinner is made. And when he wants some, you never rest. All he does is go to work and come home and maybe does something to the car every now and again and mows the lawn sometimes. You are not in a 50-50 relationship. Oh, well, I pay half the rent. It's 50-50. And I'm also doing this, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing this. I am the maid, the concubine, the secretary, the mama, and the roommate. That's not 50-50. Miss Rob says SCX and money is the only benefit men bring. Men are not even handling it in the bedroom at large. 80% of women, there's statistics to back this up, 80% do not have orgasms when they have sex with the man. But the man always does. How is that fair? That ain't fair. That's horrible. Horrible. You now had the baby, your body half the time going through stuff from the baby. Women losing their teeth after having the baby. Bodies sometimes never recover. All types of stuff. And you working, and you cleaning, and you cooking, and you doing laundry, and you doing this. And that's why men love it. You don't find men complaining about going 50 because you're making his life easier. He ain't got to do much. Oh, okay, go ahead and pay half the rent. Okay. And raise the kids and breastfeed. Give me some of that punani whenever I want it. Cook and clean, do this, do this. Oh, this is a great deal. Of course it is. For them. And these crazy women out here have been bamboozled and will actually support it like they're winning or something. You ain't win shit. You doing all that damn stuff. And then having to go to work, a 9 to 5 and stuff. Jeez. I hate it because I'll see women say, well, we're a team and, we got to do 50-50 because it's not just him. Are you not cooking and cleaning and doing laundry and raising children? Why are you acting like you're not doing work constantly? Have you lost your mind? So, I think some men just need to be honest and tell women, look, I can't afford to not go 50-50. I don't make enough money. Instead of pretending like, oh, you can, like, no, just tell the truth to the woman. You can't afford it. Thank you, C. Miles. But a lot of them just don't say it. I mean, and a lot of women, you have to understand, once you agree to go 50-50 and your man never advances at his job or doesn't get another job, you're stuck paying 50% until the day you die. There is no switch up to housewife if y'all cannot make it without you having to work. And if he's comfortable and if he won't get his ass up and get a better job, making more money or do something, that is your life. So if you agree to that crap, you're going to be stuck. Even if you have children, he going to complain, we can't make it. I need you to work. Even if you don't, and you might not feel like working no damn more. This is why I believe women are supposed to have the option to work or not. It shouldn't be stress. Like, oh my God, if I don't make I got to go to work. I got to go to work. I have to because the rent's coming. I don't need that stress on me. Let's go to the next topic.
Hi. So trigger warning. This is going to be a very controversial, probably thing people are going to. This is a very big thing that I'm about to talk about. That I'm brave enough to talk about now because I owe it to 16-year-old me to talk about it. In 2007, the basketball team and one came down to our school when I was a young woman. And they did a performance of whatever basketball type. I don't even care. Okay, long story short. They left syringes in the bathroom. They were kicked out of they were never allowed back in that school again. I don't want to say where I live. There is a man on the team, or a coward on the team, named Philip Champion. A lot of people know him as Hot Sauce from And One. I was 16 years old. My friends and I were at Hastings. We walk out, and we were approached by his friends in a van. And he was aware of our age. You know, he asked how old I was. I told him. He said how pretty I was and how my lips were beautiful, and that he just thinks I'm a beautiful young girl, and that I needed to hang out with them because they were going to have a party at a hotel in the town I live in. Okay. I've always thought that it couldn't have been rape or grape, whatever you want to say on TikTok, which I should be able to say what I need to say and it be on here. Because I went to the party myself. And as young women, we are told, you ask for it. I didn't ask for what happened to me that night. I went to the hotel and I followed him into a room, and he raped me in that room and kept telling me repeatedly for the amount of time, whatever time it was, which felt like forever, that I had hood in me, over and over and over and over again, repeatedly, over and over and over again. I had a couple friends who heard me screaming, but again, we are young women and too afraid to do anything about it because nobody takes us effing seriously. I'm doing this because so many young girls blame themselves for what a disgusting man does. And that disgusting man has been walking around since I was 16 years old. And I don't know what he has done or what he's capable of, but I've tried to come after him. I have told Ann one, I have put in complaints, and none of it is being taken seriously. And so I want him to know, and this team to know, that they should be ashamed of themselves, because it is disgusting what I went through, and I didn't deserve it. 16-year-old me did not deserve that. And grape is grape, no matter how you want to spin it. I was a child, and a child's rational part of their brain does not develop till they're 25 years old. I didn't deserve it. I didn't ask for it. But I want Philip Champion to know that you did ask for this. And you are disgusting, and you should be ashamed of yourself. And I'm not humiliated to post this, and I don't care who believes me, because he knows, and I know what happened that night.
Okay. Here's the thing. I mean, there have been cases years later, but if you don't go to the hospital and there's no grape kit, photo evidence, it can be hard to prove years later because there's no camera footage, nothing to prove that it happened. Now, there will be people who will say, because I've seen it in the comment section, saying, oh, she's lying. First of all, this guy is not even that damn famous. So why would she have to lie to take down some guy that is not even world famous? Okay? Not only that, but how is it that black men keep saying, go to a white woman? White women are better than black women. Y'all say that all day, every day. But the minute they come for you for graping them or putting hands on them, oh, they're the enemy. Oh, you wasn't saying, y'all don't never say that. Y'all are always saying white women. A lot of you say white women are better than black women. Go to a white woman. I got me a white woman. But then all of a sudden, oh, no, I didn't do it. Oh, see these white women? Please with the BS, because you was just every single day on social media, black men want the world to know they think white women and non-black women are better than black women. Then the minute one of you lay hands on them or you grape them, you want the support of black women and black men. Oh, she after me. You want to talk about go to the white woman, all of them constantly. Oh, it's a setup. I'm being set up. They're coming. It's a conspiracy. No, it's not all the time. Y'all beat up and grape black women. So why the hell is it unbelievable when a woman not black says you did it to her? You do that within your own damn race. You know? You do that within your own race. Oh, well, historically, there have been white women lying on black men. But there have also been black men who, guess what, have raped and hit white women too, just like they do black women. And y'all want us to jump on these women, become their enemy to protect you. The same women you keep screaming and shouting is better than your own women, who you keep making kids with and marrying, especially when you have wealth. But the minute something happened to your ass, you want us to be your little bulldogs against these same women that so many of you prefer. Please, you won't have me doing it. I'm just saying, and I don't have, a problem with the women personally, anything like that. I'm just making a point that black men do this. They always say, white women is better. Non-black women is better. This and that. Don't be with the black woman until one of them says that you hurt her. Oh, I need the black woman's support. I need her to fight for me. For what? It's not like you're going to marry a black woman anyway. And I wouldn't want to marry some of them. Because guess what, y'all? A lot of them do beat up their non-black women. And they do grape women, some of them. Just like they grape black women. Who was that Eldridge Cleaver guy who wrote that book? Said he would practice graping white girls and black girls. What was that study that said over 50% of black women actually was touched before they was essayed before they was even 18 years old by someone? Half the time it's y'all uncles and cousins. And even some of your daddies. So, yeah, Miss Robb says they're always trying to put women against each other. Yeah, they do. So, Aswan, I don't know what you're talking about. You said she got a tattoo on the neck. Hate on non-black women but love non-black men. That ain't me. I don't hate on non-black women at all. Okay? I definitely don't. I'm just telling the truth. Y'all all over the internet always talking about how better you think non-black women are until you get into trouble and then you want us to fight for you. As if you would pick a black woman, some of y'all. Please. And some of y'all do be guilty. You want me to give up my morals and my morality for you if you did something. But I do agree, if you like men not black, it doesn't make sense for you to hate women of his race who will be, the women in your life, your children's lives, their grandmothers, their aunts, their cousins, So, okay. I don't know. I wasn't there. But she said that she knows the truth and that it did happen. And it probably did. But she doesn't have any evidence to prove it. If she didn't get a grape kit or she didn't file charges, even if she wanted to do something now, they don't have enough evidence to even prove it happened. I just found it funny, people in the comments like, oh, she's trying to take a black man down. Some man people barely even know. Please. Okay. But on something positive, this was genius. This black woman in South Carolina has launched her own mobile gas delivery business, which no one is really doing. They said this is absolutely genius, the company that she started.
Being able to wake up in the morning and having my gas tank on full without having even to worry about it, that's like the best part about it.
Fill her up. There's a new delivery service being offered in the Charlotte metro area, including South End, Steel Creek, and Pineville. It's called Fuel Flow, and it's just what the name says.
We get our groceries delivered. We get pretty much anything delivered, food. So why not get your gas delivered?
Fuel Flow comes right to your home or work and fills your gas tank for you. We tagged along for a Fuel Flow fill-up. Jacoby Mackey is a Fuel Flow customer in the Steel Creek area, and he says he may never go to the gas station again.
It's the best ever. Like if you use DoorDash, if you use Uber Eats, if you use any type of delivery service, I'd say get Fuel Flow. The subscription is worth it because at the end of the day, that off one task or errand, you have to do less.
Customers can choose from a weekly or monthly subscription.
The gas is the same price as your local gas stations, and I don't charge anything extra on top of the fuel, so that is just, my cost is your cost as far as the gasoline. You just pay the delivery fee.
FieldFlow also offers services for companies or organizations, from vehicle fleets to churches and corporate offices too.
Put your number on there. You have a customer number. Everyone has a customer number.
Most importantly, it's contactless delivery. Amber says the idea to create FieldFlow came to her while on a busy highway in one of the largest cities in America.
I ran out of gas for the first time in my life on 85 in Atlanta.
And she's vowed to help this not happen to other people by offering this service. Sign up so this doesn't happen to you online at fieldflowsc.com. For Neighborhood TV.
Okay, so I think this is very genius. You don't have to go to the gas station. She will deliver the gas to you. And she's not overcharging or anything. And this is different. Some people said other people probably might try to steal her idea now. And, there's just so much going on when it comes to businesses that deliver things to you. Things are changing, and this is different. No one else is really doing this. So she saw something that was her niche, that set her apart, and that actually helps people. And I'm pretty sure that she's going to be successful doing this. Very successful. So leave a heart if you would call, if her company was in your area and stuff, would you call her company to come to your house and fill up your tank so you don't have to drive to the gas station? Leave a heart if you would use her company. Okay, so let's go to the last topic of today. That is Remy Ma. Remy Ma and Papoose. Remy Ma and Papoose, so many people saw them as black love goals. Black love goals to a number, because they had been together for a long time. She went to jail. He waited for her. He would visit her, and I don't know if he was staying faithful to her while she was in jail, but that's what people assume. They were married. He begged for her to have a baby with him, so she did it, and they had a daughter, and people saw them as goals. Okay, I see a lot of hearts for the business. So when Remy Ma and Papoose broke up, it shocked a lot of people. They felt like their black love, dream was over. Like, oh my God, no, not Remy Ma and Papoose. This can't happen. They proved that black love existed, and that a black man will be loyal. He'll hold a black woman down. He wants the baby with her. They married. I can't believe, no, not Remy and Papoose. That's what people felt. Now, I did say I always thought she was into women. She just was very masculine to me. And I was surprised that, she had this relationship. But he said he caught her in bed with a woman. So I guess it's fair to say, allegedly, I still have to say that she's bisexual. So, she had a few hits and everything like that. A lot of people like her rapping and stuff. So it's getting ugly, though. He has a new girlfriend in his life, and she has a new man. But they said that Remy Ma cheated on him. They said she was the one who cheated and caused all these problems, and then he left her for a woman and all this other stuff, another woman, and all this stuff. So I'm just going to keep you updated on what's happened. It says Remy Ma says that he is pawning jewelry to make ends meet. Says too many lies to refute, but let's start with this one. So she posted a picture of a receipt or whatever from the pawn shop. There are people saying she's wrong for this, because he said he was writing all her raps that made her money, and that was her husband, and she shouldn't be humiliating him like this if he can't make ends meet. So she posted this like, look, he's pawning jewelry to try to survive and all of that. That's one thing. Let me post a little bit more to see what else is going on.
Everybody who know me, y'all know my style. She came on here claiming that, oh, everybody, I don't do this. Yes, you do. This is exactly the only thing you do. You know what I mean? Normally, I wouldn't even entertain this, but the fact that you mentioned my children, I'm not letting that ride. Since this whole situation happened, everybody know I never said nothing. The only time I said something was the last time when she tried to clout chase with the whole fake thing she tried to put on Instagram before. But ever since this transpired, I never opened my mouth, never said nothing, because that's not my style. And also, I would never want to disrespect her. You know what I mean? Actions speak way louder than words. Initially, when it transpired, which was 2022, when she started dealing with the lane. But that wasn't the first time I caught her cheating. I've caught her cheating numerous times since she's been home. With the lane, the reason, but hold on, let's get to the point. We're gonna get to the lane later. You had the audacity to mention my child, and you had the audacity to mention me not seeing my daughter, when ever since I left, she has not allowed me to see my daughter. She's been straight miserable. Soon as something happens, the first thing they say to the fans is, you don't know me, right? Soon as something get out there bad that they don't want you to know about, the first thing they say is, oh, you don't know my life? Yes, they do. They know you y'all know us very well. And the reason why I'm saying that is because don't allow none of these celebrities to fool you. When you hear a rumor that comes out, it's true. We are human, just like y'all, the audience, the supporters, the fans. So now you have a person here who life has been documented for decades through the fans watching us, seeing when she got incarcerated. Watch me visit her every day for a year straight. Watch me bring her 35 pounds of food a month. Watch me hold her down. Watch me in the courtroom getting into altercations with court officers over her. Witness when she came home. Witness me go build the anticipation for her to come out of prison. Had a different artist do a drop every single day. Oh, the queen is coming. The return of the queen. Right? All the fans witnessed this. Witnessed her come home. Witnessed us have the big wedding ceremony. Followed our entire journey. Never trust a celebrity who erased their Instagram. You ever notice I never erased nothing on my page? All you gotta do is scroll down. The same page that she utilized today to lie for an hour straight and tell all these fabricated stories, the same page I created. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. We'll get back to that later.
Okay, Jamar Walters, you said that she disrespected the relationship. She was cheating on him. How do we know he wasn't cheating on her? We don't have any evidence that he wasn't cheating on her. But everyone said that she cheated on him with that battle rapper who looks absolutely terrible. But she cheated on him with her. Now, look, I know about Papoose before all this. I used to watch Smack DVD. Y'all know about Smack DVD? Oh, yeah, baby. I actually watched Smack DVD, believe it or not. So I remember Papoose from that before I even found out he was with Remy. Now, I'm telling you, y'all watch all types of stuff. I know it might shock you. But, yeah. So, but everyone basically has said that Remy Ma was cheating on him with that man, that battle rapper. And actually, I don't always take up for women. If you've watched my videos, you must not have watched my recent lives, what I said. So no, I do not, baby. You better go watch my recent video. Which one is it? My live. It says in the title, Should Black Women Separate? I suggest you watch that. Okay. But I don't know if she cheated first. He might have cheated on her. A lot of men cheat on their women and then act like, oh, she cheated on me, and tell the whole world she cheated, but you cheated too, but you didn't mention that. That happens all the time. That happens all the time. But from what we know and from what people are saying, she was the one who cheated first. Let's see more. Jamar says she lied and made it seem like he cheated on her with Clarissa. That the new woman that he's with. Okay, it says Remy Ma says that she blames herself for portraying a happy marriage and said that she bought her own push present at her present after she had a baby, and says that her and Papoose weren't even sleeping in the same bed since 2022.
Because I knew what was up when I got locked up. I knew what I mean 8 years, because it's unbelievable. That's why nobody could believe it. Because I'm not gonna be with somebody because they take care of me. I'm not gonna, because they can take care of me, or because they have money, or because they have fame. I'm going to be with the person that is good to me, that opens my door, that sees that I'm stressed out and going through something, and goes and buys me a little bracelet that says, "You got this," engraved in it. Like, what? But you cheated. Why? Because that's what the internet told y'all? Because I didn't have to come on and tell y'all when me and my husband stopped sleeping in the same bed. I didn't have to come on here and tell. I'm not drunk. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I'm not drunk. I'm not nothing. I just don't like what's going on. I literally watched 3 platforms come across. My mom is calling me like, yo, they saying you're in a coma. I said, Mommy, I'm not in a coma, Mommy. I'm not in a coma. I'm not sick. The Millies, that's because that's who he is. The white boy that should say he's a popular known rapper. We were at the Boston game sitting next to each other. That's not my boyfriend. Cool as shit, man. Cool. That's not my boyfriend. Y'all know who I be with. Like, stop playing. Like, stop. I do not like the narrative. And in 2025, I'm not sitting in the back and allowing people to keep spinning these narratives and making it seem like they cool. Both of them. One of them has me blocked, and the other one. And when I woke up one day and got tired of taking care of people and protecting them and maintaining their image, that's when everybody was mad. That's when everybody was pissed off. That's when I didn't want a manager anymore. When I didn't want somebody taking 20% out of my check and I still pay all the bills anymore. When I decided that I didn't like being guilt tripped. Oh, I was there when nobody else was there. That's the type of people that gets preyed on. Hold on, Miss Jackson 780. I'm not butthurt. I'm the one that said, hey, please leave. Why are we doing this? Like, this doesn't make sense. Like, y'all believed me when I said, this is the most amazing person ever in the whole world. That's why y'all think that, because y'all didn't see it. I'm lying. I did stupid shit like, hey, look at my new truck. It's a push gift. I bought that. So I did do some shit to put the sauce on it. But that's what you're supposed to do when you love somebody and you're in a relationship. You make them see like they're bigger than what they are. You understand? But when that is then becomes an entitlement and people start saying like, well, I was there when nobody else was there. Yeah and no.
So she said that basically she was paying all the bills. Papoose wasn't paying the bills, and that she lied when she bought that car, making it sound like he bought the car, because you got to make your man look bigger than what he is. Yeah. Look, I'm all for supporting my man and stuff, and I know men have an ego, but I'm not going to lie and say my man bought me this and my man bought me that, knowing damn well I bought it. That's what women do when they're ashamed. And they want to make the public believe they so happy and my man this and my man that. And that's what she said. She said she pretended like her marriage was something that it wasn't to the public. Okay? Now, as far as her cheating, I don't know if she cheated on him first, but that's what they say.
I'm glad he said that. I need my other phone open. Boom. I bought the house. I paid the taxes on all the houses. I bought all the houses in cash. After I got locked up and I seen how nobody had enough money to take care of my shit when I was gone, I said, moving forward, if I could afford to buy it, I'm going to just buy it. I'm never getting a mortgage. I'm never doing a lease. I'm never doing that. I bought every house in cash. I pay every insurance on every house. I pay all the taxes on every house. Only thing he had to do was pay the utilities. And most of the time, those had turn off and termination notices because he wasn't paying them. The last one that he claimed he paid, he texted me. This is why I don't know why he's saying this. He texted me, yo, that came out of my account, $4,000. I said, okay, my bad. I said, well, you owe me $15,000. You borrowed the last month, you asked about $25,000. I gave it to you in cash. You gave me back 10. You owe me $15,000. Just take it out of that. It is what it is. Why get a fucking termination notice like the next month or 2 months later? He never even paid. He paid. It came out of his account and he refuted the charge. Yo, this is crazy. Look at this. Look, my phone died. Look, it's coming back on by itself. That's not crazy. Look at God. My phone died. I didn't even charge it. It's coming back on. God want me to tell y'all something. I don't care about nothing but.
Okay. So, you know what's interesting is that I used to wonder, what does Papoose do? You know that all these women on Love and Hip Hop, their men don't really got no job? Like Yandy and Mendices. I never understood why Yandy, as accomplished as she is, I knew that man ain't have no job. He went to jail. He has no job. He even dissed her on national TV. I mean, it's horrible. Now Remy Ma, she says that he wasn't paying the bills. She said, I paid every bill, every tax, everything, damn. But why y'all be marrying these broke ass black men? That's what people keep trying to understand. Because of society, black love, black love. Everybody thought like this was black love. Oh, they held each other down. You know, they had the baby. I always wondered, though, what does Papoose do? What does he do for a living? I knew he was on Smack DVD and he was a freestyle rapper or something like that, but I just like, where does he work? Is he a rap writer? Is he a songwriter? Like, what does he do? Now, she said in one of the videos, like he was her manager, you know, the whole Wendy Williams, Mary J. Blige thing. He was the manager. She said he was taking 20%. He was getting his cut as the manager, but she still had to pay all the bills. My question is, when you met Papoose, what did he do for work? Because black women, y'all not getting to this point years later. My man was a dusty. My man was broke. I had to pay bills. I refuse to believe that you didn't know these guys were broke when you decided to talk to them. Don't get me wrong. Papoose was on those DVDs and maybe people thought he was going to be a big rapper or something. But, like, what does he do? I think someone should ask Remy Ma, okay, you're saying you paid all these bills and he was broke. When you were married, before you married him and y'all were together, what did he do for work? Now, he said he was writing all her raps. Remy Ma is not a big-time rapper. She is well known and she had skills. But, you know, she's not like on Nicki Minaj level or Little Kim. But she had some good stuff. Lean back in her verse and stuff. I'm just curious to know, what was that man's, where was he working? Where was he working? So, AW says, never make your man your manager. Okay. All right, so hold on.
She could fabricate any lie she want about me. Any lie she want to fabricate, she could fabricate. I wrote 90% of the music since I've been with her. And if you come around me and type keyword, it pops up in my phone with the date. So all the talk aspect.
Hold on, let me play that again.
She could fabricate any lie she want about me. Any lie she want to fabricate, she could fabricate. I wrote 90% of the music since I've been with her. And if you come around and you type a keyword from any one of her verses, it pops up in my phone with the date that I wrote it. So all of this money talk on that aspect, that's cap.
Okay, and let me get one last thing up. One last thing. I got to pull it up real quick. Give me one quick second. So people are saying that they still love each other. Papoose is bitter. Remy still loves him. They need to dump them people that they're with. Okay, so this is what he said. He said that she called him. Papoose said that Remy Ma called him yesterday trying to get back with him. It says the plot is thickening. So hopefully y'all can hear me. All right. Give it one quick little second. Hold on. Okay, y'all said y'all can hear me. Okay, on my end is sort of paused a little bit. But people, Aswan, you're just going against me throughout the whole chat. You are a woman hater, okay? So, all right, now my volume is working. Okay, this is what he said. Papoose says, this was so easy to file for divorce. Why hasn't she done it, Remy Ma? The only reason that she hasn't filed is for the sake of my daughter. She has to go to school. When two individuals behave like civilized adults, you can get a divorce peacefully and privately. And that was my intentions. But when a person wants to be bitter and clout chase, it turns into a circus, which can lead to an embarrassment for my child. You just lied for an hour straight, but actions speak louder than lies. You just called me yesterday trying to get back with me, and I said no. Do you believe this? Well, he says that she wants him. She wants him back. Who knows? It might be true. It might not be true. I mean, people get online and badmouth their partners and they might miss them. Look, they've been together for a very long time. So even though they're going through this, it's not like there might not be feelings there. I mean, you loved each other. You got married. You had a baby. It's not like, relationships, when you love someone, just because you break up doesn't mean that your heart is not hurting. You might have days when you do miss them and you want them back. You have those days. Or you dream that, okay, it didn't work out, but maybe it might work out. Maybe he'll change. Maybe she'll change. I don't know. I even think he claims he's not taking her back. They both have people in their lives. Maybe the man Remy Ma is with, that man turned out to not be great. Maybe she reminisces on stuff. I know for one damn thing, I don't want to pay all the bills. She said she was paying all them bills and he wasn't. I don't want to be in no relationship like that. So maybe they do still love each other. Maybe they might get back together. I don't know. But, they're both kind of bad-mouthing each other. And he's like, she called me. She trying to get me back. She want me back. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. We shall see what happens. So, yeah, a lot of black people who looked up to their relationship were very sad to see that it's not what they thought. Okay? Because black people be trying to hold on to this black love stuff because they barely see any successful black men and women relationships. Not in their everyday life, not in their family. You know, a lot of people said if Will and Jada break up, it's destroyed. And now we see what's going on with Will and Jada. And people were shocked when this happened with Papoose and Remy Ma. So we shall see. So that is it, everybody. That is it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm happy that you enjoyed this live. I have been going live a lot this week with these stories, updating you on stuff. So, okay, so thank you again. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell. Click all notifications so you know when I'm live. Please get the likes up for this live video because people will know that I'm live. If you just came on, you'll have to watch the replay. The live chat doesn't always upload right away. The live chat might upload maybe in 4 or 5 hours, but you can always comment in the comment section about what you think of these stories. So, you all take care. Thank you, everybody. Bye.